Hi, let's have some coffee while listening to another episode of With Liza Faye. We all go through difficult times, and most of us go through those difficult times alone. That's fine if you want to go through things alone. I did that too. But whenever you feel like going out of your alone time and you feel like connecting to another sentient being, well, that's why I'm doing this. Just keeping a space for you to be with somebody. I'm Liza Faye. Nice to meet you, or nice to be with you again. And let's journey this crazy, beautiful thing called life. So before my coffee gets cold, I think we'll be done with one episode of Here with Liza Faye with another poem. And today we're talking about No Impossibles in Love. So if you haven't read the poem, there's links down there below for where you can get your own copy of my ebook, LabLab Faye, or you can just listen to it in my Instagram and YouTube accounts. So let's talk about No Impossibles in Love. When I wrote this poem, it just made me realize how powerful love can really be, because in my more than 4 decades here on earth, I have seen a lot of relationships. I have seen how powerful love can be. And I've also seen how, love can not be that powerful. But more often than not, love is very powerful. I think it only loses its power because there's no more love. Because love in itself, it's power. So love doesn't lose its power. We lose love. I think that's what happens. I hope it doesn't happen to you. It happened to me, but I don't know if it already happened to you. I hope not, but if it has, well, I hope this one will let you give love another chance. Okay? No impossibles in love. I have 3 stories that I want to share with you. 3 stories of where love made the impossible possible. So first is it's a story of a very close friend of mine. Their love story is really not your usual love story. I honestly did not agree at first with their relationship, much more agree to their marriage, but I was there on their wedding day because I love my friend. I wanted to show my support and my unconditional love as a friend, that even though I don't really agree with her getting married to that guy, but she really loved the guy and she really loved her husband now. And I was like, okay, I really think you really love this guy, and even though I don't want him for you, I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna support your decision. So I did. I went there. Honestly, in my head, I don't know if their marriage will last. I'm not sure if it's gonna last. I was really hoping it will. I wanted to be wrong in my thinking that they won't last. And I was very happy that I was wrong. Because until now, they are together despite of the hardships. It's like, if you know their love story, you will know that it is so impossible to love a guy like that. Everybody, just to give an idea, almost everybody has given up on this guy. Even his own family has given up on this guy. And here comes my friend helping him in life. No matter how many times this guy has disappointed her, has hurt her, has lied to her, she always sees the guy in the eyes of love. She's not canceling the negative things in her husband, but she looks at him with the eyes of love, that she can love him despite of everything her husband is, despite of everything that her husband had done. And because of that kind of love, their relationship is now getting stronger. And I really think this one is gonna last forever. And I'm really happy to be able to witness that kind of love. There's really no giving up. If love is there, no matter how hard the situation, no matter how hard that person can be, love makes the impossible possible. So that's the first story I want to share. The second story that I want to share is about my friend, my best friend actually. He and his partner have been separated for at least 4 years now. And even though this guy had so many other options, he had so many other opportunities to try again with other girls, um, his love for his partner is just so deep that even though he did try to have like deep friendships with other women in an effort to be in a relationship at some point, he just can't take that next step. He just can't. He keeps going back, he keeps remembering his partner and his love for his partner, but his partner has rejected him over and over again. His partner has left him hanging in the most difficult time of his life. His partner chose not to understand what he was going through. His partner didn't choose to be with him in the hard times and chose to see his negative side. She didn't choose to see him in the eyes of love. But my friend, this guy still continues to see her in the eyes of love. That honestly, everybody around him is encouraging him to get married already, to look for another one, to move on. But he can't, because he always comes back to his partner and how much he loves her. And so it is, at this point of time, it's quite impossible for men to stay single, honestly, because of so many women and how aggressive women are. But he, in his situation also, I can see how something impossible, like being rejected over and over again and still choosing to love the person, that's something that's really hard to do and really painful. But because of love, that impossibility can become a possibility. So that's really how powerful love can be. And the third story, of course, that I want to share is Jesus' love for us. That is, I think, the best portrayal of how love can make the impossible possible. I'm not going to delve deep into that story, but I've experienced it myself. There were so many impossibilities in my life that became possible only because Jesus loves me. And if you want to know more of my story, maybe some other time, or if you want to know, you can chat me and ask me about it. But if you have experienced how powerful love is and how it can make the impossible possible, or if you yourself experienced it, or if you yourself have witnessed it, I'd love to hear it from you. I'd like to read one line from the poem before we end. When you love someone, even if they're impossible to love, love makes loving them possible. And so if you're in a tough relationship right now, or you're in a tough situation right now in family or in friends or at work, think hard first before making a decision to leave or to end a relationship or to move on. Do you really want to give up on love? I know there are many valid reasons to give up on relationships or anything, but I hope you really reflect deep before choosing not to love. Because when you choose to love, you're in it for a ride. Because love can make the impossible possible. All right, so let me check my coffee. It's still hot. So thanks for being with me. I hope we had a good time listening to the two stories of my friends and how there are no impossibles in love. So thank you, and I hope to see you on the next episode of LabLab Faye. And feel free to chat me. I've put a link where you can chat me in my Instagram accounts. And let's go finish my coffee. Bye.